Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and in this video I thought I'd bring you a couple of games from an evening of, well, games I had with Sam. We were just playing around, mucking about. He was grinding out some tanks and I was just matching him in a platoon. And here, both of these games are going to be driving the T-25, the German Tier 5 premium medium tank. This thing. Now this tank takes a little bit of getting used to. At some point I'll do a proper review of it. But I was kind of getting used to it, and unfortunately this tank has borne the brunt of a lot of my losses lately. Not because the tank's bad, I don't think the tank is very bad. I mean, I'm not going to claim it's the best medium tank in the world, and as I say, it certainly takes some getting used to, but as hopefully you'll see in these games, it's not a terrible machine, and you can do well in it. So Sam is in his M7, one of the Tier 5 American medium tanks, the one that's not the M4 Sherman. It's on the other line, the auto-loading line, although it is not an auto-loader. And we are here on the new, as of patch 9.1, map, Kharkov. And I really am a big fan of this map. I don't always do, amazingly well on it, but I really like it. I haven't yet played a game in a tank type on this map that I haven't thought there was something I could do in and that I haven't really enjoyed. So, this is a Tier 5 game. We are top tier, which is nice. The T-25 does not get special matchmaking, so it can see Tier 6, and more importantly, it can see Tier 7 games. But in this case, we are top tier. But don't expect your armour to particularly hold out. Although it's angled, the armour itself is not particularly thick, and anyone with a halfway decent gun, so probably not that Panzer 1C, is going to go through you like a hot knife through butter. And so really a lot of the time your hit points are your armour. And in common with many Tier 5 premium medium tanks, for its tier it gets a good slab of hit points. So the first shot we actually take in the game, or is it the second shot, sorry, is a hit and finishes off that Panzer III. Sam has gone round the flank of that Stuart, but he gets taken out by our T-49, and our team is currently winning 6 kills to 2, 6 kills to 3. Now I don't want to say that this game is going to be a rollover or anything, but I do want to make sure that I can get in, rack up some damage and get some XP before the game ends, and certainly make my mark felt. Here is a Mark III Churchill, and there you can see the bad aim time on the gun means that I didn't aim that shot properly and I actually missed the shot. I put a shot into the rear of the Panzer Soufflé, or the Death Toaster, take a shot from the Churchill and put another one into the Panzer, but he gets taken out by our T-49. Churchill goes down to the KV-1, and we are 8-5 ahead. But notice, if you will, that our base is being capped. I put a shot into that KV-220, but it bounces, so I switch to his turret, which I know is not particularly well armoured. There's another one into him, someone tracks him, and someone else kills him. Our base cap is up to 21. By ours, I mean the enemy sitting in our base. Now, one good thing about the Panzer, sorry, not the Panzer, the T-25, is that it can get up to a respectable top speed. It doesn't turn very well, and its acceleration and mobility leave a little bit to be desired, but it can get up to a respectable top speed in a straight line. So we're currently going along not particularly, amazing terrain here at 47 kilometers an hour, and Sam there pulls a blinder, puts a shot into that Sherman, which brings the base cap right down to about 3. And there's a very good chance that with that one shot he just saved the game for us. I come up round the side of these guys, put a shot into the M8, and these guys are now completely screwed. Kill the M8, Sam puts another shot into that Sherman, and I start working him over as well. Now we are actually also capping their base. I take a shot from the Sherman there, but I polish the guy off. Now Sam actually got taken down by their T-49, unfortunately. 82 from the front, that's not a prospect I particularly like the look of. Instead, T-49, soft squishy target that I can hurt, so I just keep the rubble between myself and the 82. By the look of it, we're about to cap anyway, and manage to take out the T-49 for my 4th kill. Stug comes out, unfortunately I don't manage to land a shot on him, before the game ends. And there we go, that was it. So if you look at the post-battle results, I got high caliber, and I got, you know, a good amount of damage, something like 1500, 4 kills, it all seems very impressive. But, although he doesn't have as much damage, I think it's fairly safe to say that without Sam would have lost. Sam saved the game by putting a shot into that Sherman when they're on something like 60 or 70 base capture points, or something like that. Now, I don't think... you can check the post-battle results screen afterwards. I don't think he quite got enough defender points for a defender medal, but he certainly got a good chunk of defender points there, and I think probably saved the game and enabled me and some others to come around and just polish a lot of those guys off, leaving just this 82 and the Stug left remaining as we capped and won. So there we go. That's the first game in the T-25 that I wanted to show you. A nice fun little game. And then later on in the evening I had the second game. So have a look at the post-battle results, and then we will jump into game number 2. Here we are with game number 2. Again, we are top tier, we're on the Arctic map. Once more, I'm in the T-25, and Sam is driving his KV-1. He was originally just playing British tanks, but he heard that the Russian heavy line was pretty good, so he eventually managed to get himself through the T-28 at tier 4, which is a bit of a horror, and has got himself into a KV-1. This game... it was fun. It was quite close in parts, but it was good fun. So we're not going to stick together. I'm in a medium tank, he's in a heavy tank. Nah. So he is actually going to go south on more the traditional heavy tank route. I'm going to go north on more the traditional medium tank route, and you could have argued, well, why weren't you in a heavy tank? If Sam was in a heavy tank, very simply, I don't own a tier 5 heavy tank that does not see premium matchmaking. Now, if in a game like this would have been fine, but if I'd have got into a tier 7 game in something like a T14 or an Excelsior, that would have been painful. No thank you, I'd rather not. So instead I was playing this. Now this Panzer III-4 has decided to move forwards. He appears to have bigger balls than I do. But no, I appear to be following suit, and there's an M8A1 up there. Now you could argue this is perhaps a little foolhardy, but what I'm trying to do is get behind the cover of that rocky outcrop. Hello, Mr. M3 Lee. So using those rocks on the left hand side there as cover, I'm trying to make sure I don't take fire from, as it stands, an M3 Lee and a Hetzer who are to my left. And hopefully at the same time I can take out their M8A1. Now, the enemy do have 2 artillery pieces, as do we, a birch gun, which I need to be a little careful of, and the Panzer Soufflé 4B, which I also need to be careful of. But I managed to get a fairly slim shot there on the M8A1, a little bit unlucky for him, and kill him. Aim a shot at the Hetzer, put 1 shot into his side, but then he backs off after taking his shot. We are currently losing 2-4. Put a shot into the T-25, take a hit in return. Sorry, it was the T-28, not the T-25. But it doesn't look like it actually hit the target, or maybe it bounced, because I don't appear to have done any damage to him. Panzer III-4 is moving up. I'm trying to see what I can actually get shots on. Sam kills first an Su-85, then a T-49 down there on heavy tank corner. But they've pushed around a little bit far, and he unfortunately gets taken out by the enemy KV-1, who is currently on 2 kills. So a shot there at the M3 Lee puts him on 40 odd health, and last shot finishes him off. Who else is there? T-28. Ooh, I bounce a shot, try and put a shot there into one of those 2 medium tanks, but without success. There we go, put a shot into the T-25. That shot misses, and these guys just seem to be sitting in that bush, so I'm going to keep taking shots at it even if they're not technically lit up. That one bounces on the T-28, which is interesting, seeing as the T-28's armour is garbage. And you can see I'm not really aiming these shots very much. The T-25 has quite a long aim time. I don't want to get hit in return, but I just want to keep the pressure up. Now our Su-85 is on quite low health, and the Su-85B is still down there. We're currently winning 7-6, which is fairly close. Managed to put an effective shot there in that T-28. And another one. And you can see this 75mm gun isn't too bad. It's kind of inaccurate with a long aim time, but the penetration and damage on it are pretty good. And there's kill number 3. Missed that Su-85. And there's kill number 4. So we're currently winning 11-6, which is nice. Sorry, make that 11-7, 11-8, as we lose a Churchill and an Su-85. Now there's my counterpart over there in his T-25, and he's on fractionally more health than me, but it's kind of comparable. I would like to keep shooting him because, you know, he's got another 500 odd HP on him. Another 500 points of damage in this game would be quite nice. And that's the nice thing about shooting at Tier 5 premium medium tanks. They have quite a lot of health, generally to compensate for their poor armour. And so that means you can rack up quite a nice amount of experience, just kind of farmed on them, if you will. Now obviously it's not necessarily trivial, it depends how good the enemy driver is. I have a blind shot there, because I carry a respectable amount of ammunition. And we're currently winning 12 kills to 10. Now I decided to move forwards to try and do something about this T-25, find another piece of terrain to hide behind, but their T-25 isn't really looking at me, and I get an ambush shot off into the rear of his tank. He shoots at me but misses, and I take the opportunity to aim that one slightly more while he's reloading and put another one into him, followed by one that misses, and he misses me as it goes into the dirt. But I have more health, I appear to be having the better of this engagement. He pokes his fat old bum out too much, and I put a shot into it, and with my superior health now, decide to close in for the kill as our Su-85B takes out their Panzer III-4. I might take a hit or two here, but I can afford to. So we're going to play round and round the garden with this guy. I put one shot into him for no reply, and finish him off for kill number 5. So there's just the enemy artillery left at this point, so I load the high explosive. Then think better of it. Why do I think better of it? Well, very simply, if memory serves, the PZSFL-4B has about 200 health. Assuming he's on full health, I'm not going to be able to reliably kill him in one shot with either armor piercing or high explosive. Each of them should be able to kill him in 2 shots. The difference is I don't need to carefully aim my shot with the armor piercing, but to get a reliable penetrating hit with the high explosive, I need to aim at his superstructure gun shield. As it is, he's on 89 health, and so really... Ooh, he kills the Su-85B, which I'm actually quite glad about. Really, I could have killed him with either. I hit him, ammo rack him because that was really necessary, and end the game on a Top Gun. Now, why was I quite glad that he killed our Su-85? Well, very simply, because I wanted a Top Gun. Oh, you can say that's a bit mean of me, but I didn't actively do anything that was detrimental to that SU, I just took advantage of his demise. Now, as it turned out in that game, that was a bit of a carry on my part. I ended up doing almost 2,000 damage. A good amount farmed on that T-25, who I killed all of, which was quite nice. Took all of his health away. And that was my Mastery Badge Ace Tanker game, which was pretty nice. So yeah, the T-25, it's not an amazing machine, but it's good fun enough, and you know, it's quite nice to have a German medium tank crew trainer, especially as there are 2 German medium tank lines. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel. And I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.